deep, how deep I was in it. And now that I have pinpointed, I've recognized cycles, I've broken cycles that I've had, I'm breaking cycles. So my brain isn't as compressed with all the other stuff. I can receive, I can move out of my arrogance and my ignorance to get the education, because before I knew everything. Now I'm like, yeah, you don't know nothing. Just I told Antonio the other day, I said, I now understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to stay in my lane and you do what you need to do in all the other lanes. Like if I'm doing, if I'm going to do this, I'm not supposed to be in this lane, this lane, this lane, this lane. Like, but before I felt like I had to be in this lane, this lane, this lane, in this lane. And what he's been teaching is one of the lanes that I was completely ignorant and arrogant in. I mean, no knowledge, but I thought I knew everything about money. But no, I know absolutely not one thing at all. My personal finances suck. I give money and I spend money. That's how it works.
But then when you know better and you get educated on what you're supposed to do, then you do better. But you have to have some kind of action if you're gonna want to level up. It's a lot of people that hear stuff, but they choose not to listen to it, and then they wonder why things are the way they are. It's okay for all of us. We've all made different choices, but we got to level up if we want our finances to be where they're supposed to be. So hey, at least you are a woman of action and you are in your lane and not lanes. That's smart.
Now, yeah, I when it comes to, I'm gonna be honest with
That's
you. And
roadkill.
what you say?
When you're in more than one lane, you become roadkill.
Oof.
Let's see.
Come on,
And then
Jerome.
Especially being
Also-
here in Texas, there's a lot of roadkill out here.
Also, Pinky, you're not breaking those things, but you're destroying them things. Because sometimes when you break it, it could come back. But when you come on, just for a second, for the bishop, if you're breaking them, they may come back. But when you destroy them and you conquer them and you consume them, you burn them up, you destroy them, they're not coming back. But if you break them, if you break, let's say you break a necklace, you could put that necklace back together.
Mm-hmm.
You could break that necklace back together, but if you break it to a point that where you consume it and you destroy it, it's not coming back. But if you just break it, it's coming back. But when you destroy it, come on.
I like that. Come on.
Okay, excuse me.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no. You
Excuse me,
good. No, you
Bishop.
good.
Excuse me, Bishop. Excuse me,
So we
office.
destroying some cycles up in here. You good.
But this is one thing we got to learn: not to break, but to destroy, conquer it, consume it up. When you mean consume, that means you burning it up. Come on. But when you, let me put this phone here for a minute. And when you break it, it can come back. When you break that chain, sometimes that chain can come back. When we say break every chain, but when you break it and you destroy it, it can't come back. Now I don't know what Tasha Combs. I'm not coming against her song, but I'm just saying when you destroy it, it could come back. But when you break it, like she says, you know, it's wow. I'm just wow. Wow. Okay. So you just have to really destroy it. You just really have to consume it up. You really have to burn it up. So this is not coming. You got to make that decree. You got to make that declaration that's not coming, because if you just break it, it could come back. I'm dropping the mic. Sorry about that, but I had to say
No,
something.
that's a word. No, that's a word. That is a word. So I am destroying cycles. And one of those cycles is now I'd be like, hey, what you want me to do with this? I took a note out of Grace's book. So when it comes to money now, I don't Antonio, what we doing with this? Cause I'm not, because if I keep it, it's gone. I know. I have no, Antonio, what you tell me all the time, I have no concept of money.
Oh, money burns a hole in your pocket when it's in your hands, doesn't it?
I get it and spend it. Buying food, buying books, all kinds
How's
of
that
stuff.
working out for you?
That's why now I say, hey Antonio, I got this. What we doing with it? Because I know better now.
Yeah.
You leveling up. See, there you go.
Good.
Doing better.
Y'all keep knowing better, doing better. Keep knowing better, doing better. Well, good. Let the conversation go. I was having a good conversation. We are talking about multiplying your money today. All right. So you know how it works. We covered law one. Law one. What was law one according to richest man in Babylon? Because we're going to law number two. Oh my God. Somebody say something.
Yes, sir.
What was the title again, sir?
Today we're talking about multiplying money. Y'all supposed to be, and I ain't doing no personal finances for y'all to sit here and be quiet. And y'all supposed to know what law number one is, supposed to put these in your heart. Save 10%.
Save 10%.
Oh my God. All righty, let's go. Sorry for you people listening in audio only.
20 in my book.
But 20 is good. Yep, 20 is good. For you people listening in audio only, I'm so sorry if they're being so boring. I'm so sorry. Let me see if we can. You're saving 10%. And then what I did was I went through and showed you how money worked and how if you don't save 10%, you just out of there. You understand? You're out of there. And of course, the goal is not to be out of there. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's the goal. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to law number two. But before I get there, I want to play a 50-second clip from Grant Cardone and some other things. So hopefully we can get you all here. Here's Grant Cardone, how to multiply your income.
I teach my kids to multiply. You get to 100, then you go to 1,000,000. I get them to think like that. But the truth is, in the real world, dude, you want to go from 200 to 1,000,000, you got to go to 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 400 grand. You know why you got to go to 400? Find out if you can keep 200. Then you got to go to 500. Then you got to go to 600. Let's see if you're going to go buy that Lamborghini now. See what I'm saying? Or you're going to go buy the castle. You're going to go commit to 30 years and a 3-year lease payment on a Lamborghini on 30 years on the home, and you're going to buy the big watch and the bracelet, and you're going to go get all the hoes. See, you got to go through 400, 500, 600 to get to 1,000,000 to find out what you're going to do along the way. You know? Then you're going to bust out, and then you're going to be scared. I teach my
all right,
kids
I wanted to play that video because it's a different concept of what you all are used to. The concept is multiply. Go higher, go higher, go higher. At the gist of what he's saying, or what he is saying, yes, that was a word, is go get the 100,000, but can you keep it? And the moment you buy something, you ain't got 100,000. You buy egg or eggnog, you don't have 100,000 no more. You don't. You just don't. You get $1 million, you spend anything, you don't have $1 million no more. To be honest with you, if you get $1 million, what you actually have is $700,000 taxes, and then you have inflation, so another 8% from that. So you have $620,000, and then you have your expenses. Is what you have. You understand what I'm saying? You that's what you have, especially you athlete. let's say you have your agent. You got 10% for your agent, maybe 20%. Good agent should be 20%. This is why agents make more than athletes. Because the athlete is the product, the agent is the brain. I thought I was over here talking. So we need to get to multiplying our money. Who here has issues multiplying your money? I didn't say have issues making money. I didn't say have issues getting money. I didn't say you was broke. Okay, we got hands up already. Got two hands. Thank you so much. Who has issues multiplying money? That's a different scenario.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. And 1% of the world multiplies money well. Okay. Well, that should have been at least 99% of y'all hands should have went up.
All of the above.
All the above. Good. Good.
I couldn't raise my hand, but I say yeah.
No, I got you. I'm glad. So I'm going to share with you law number 2 that I wrote a long time ago. Here it is. So remember, this was 1. We did 1. I didn't go through this because we already did it in the book. And we're going to go back to the richest man in Babylon, but we're doing it right here. 5 laws to go, second law. Gianna, read this for me.
Anything that generates a return is an investment. So technically, if you have ever made a return on anything, you are an investor. You may not be a seasoned investor, but you are one nonetheless. I can think of 10 quick reasons why you should be investing your money and making it a slave for you.
All right, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to give you those 10 reasons. Y'all going to write these down. You remember that this was, let me show you again. Look at it again, Arshia. This is me. Go back up top. 5 laws of gold. This is me talking, and then I give you the law of gold. You understand what I'm saying? Law number 2. This is me talking, and then I give you law number 2. You feel me? So I need you to get that when I wrote these things, I was saying, look, this is the law, but you ain't listen to that. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't read it and you ain't understand the King Jamesness of it. So let me break this down and then give it to you. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, Law. I like that jacket too.
Thank you. That's so funny. I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm just like, wow, these laws just sound so familiar. Grace sent me the book the other day. I've been reading it.
That's it. Yeah. So you've been on it in the right energy. Yeah. The Richest Man in Babylon is the best book ever on personal finance for me. Chamber of Personal Finance. Notice what I said. Deanna, they missed it. Read it again. Just this part.
Anything that generates a return is an investment. So technically, if you have ever made a return on anything, you are an investor. You may not be a seasoned investor, but you are one nonetheless. I can think of 10 quick reasons why you should be investing your money and making it a slave for you.
All right, I sure hope y'all taking notes, okay? Because I hope you're taking notes. Every person here is an investor. So I don't want to hear all that. I don't know how to invest. I'm scared of stocks. I'm scared that every last one of y'all is an investor. If you ever flipped a dime, you hear me? If you bought a loaf of bread and then you ain't have no food and you put ketchup on that bread and made a sandwich, you are an investor. Do you hear me? I need y'all to. I got any mayonnaise sandwiches up in here. Any ketchup sandwiches? No. All right then.
Mayonnaise.
Sandwich.
You understand?
Mayonnaise.
Now you're getting ready to say most of those investments you have made have been poor investments. That's
Poor
what you're getting ready.
investments. You understand?
How dare you?
That's my job. If you ever fry some bologna, you hear me? That you've done well. So you have investing in your DNA. You're just in a generation or all the generations that have been taught, go to school, get a good job, have weekends off and holidays off. But if you were born in 1900 or 1850, you wouldn't talk that way. My last name is Smith. I'm African. My DNA has me 57% Nigerian and then I think like 27% right next to Nigeria. I can't remember where it is. And then the other remaining percent is all West African. I have every bit of my DNA is all from West Africa. It is as if I just decided I ain't commingling with nothing. So why is my last name Smith? Forget the slave talk. That's irrelevant for right now in this conversation. It's because somebody, Marcia, and my family was a blacksmith, swordsmith, shoesmith, something. Do you hear what I'm saying?
That's right.
And from there, they were entrepreneurs. And every last one of you has the DNA of an entrepreneur in you and an investor. You're going to receive that upon this day. And
I receive it.
And when the Industrial Revolution came around, they said, well, won't you go ahead and just go through this system? And now you don't know how to make orange juice. You don't know how to make jam and preservatives. You don't know how to make your own cheese. Come on, don't fool me now. You don't know how to make your own almond milk because you're so coddled and cuddled. Walmart is your savior. All right, and we got to get to the point to where we pick these things back up. Go ahead, Prophet Jerry.
Good morning, Bishop. Again, question. You was talking about flipping, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's go back in your probably 20s and 18s and 16s and stuff like that. So you talking about flipping. So when back in the day we would flip, okay, you already know what that means. I don't need to go.
No, we talking about dope. Go ahead, you right in my alley.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So when you flip and you got people that you trust, you got people that you put your money in, and then you put your money in them, and they either run with it, and then you got to run after them. But I wasn't a good runner, so I had somebody to run after them. But what I'm saying is, so you're saying back then I was an investor, but didn't know how to really use my money. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely. You were trying to be hood rich instead of wealthy. That was your only problem. There is no difference between a CEO selling crack cocaine or a CEO of an insurance company selling heroin. There is no difference. Maybe the chemical components are different, so I'll switch that up. There's no difference between selling heroin in the streets, and there's no difference between selling morphine as a Schedule I drug in the hospital. There is no difference.
All right now. All right. Oh, shut.
That's our pharmacist right there, pharmaceutical man. You know what I'm saying? There is no difference. They're both CEOs. The only reason one is frowned upon and is looked down upon is because it's illegal, because somebody deemed it illegal.
And when they make heroin legal, everything gonna be all right.
Everything gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's just one legal. What I'm trying to tell you is, as a dope dealer, you were a CEO. You were the chief investor, and you were buying low and selling high. So, I mean,
should have took some of that money you got from it and bought you a laundromat or something.
That's something, and that's what laundering money got famous from, because that's what Al Capone would do with laundromats, launder money through laundromats, not the actual. There's three. No, I'm gonna give it to you. There's three. You have to. All right. So here's what you take money. This is how laundering money works. You take money. Step one is you make the money. Obviously, it's scam money, credit cards, drugs, whatever. In prohibition, so you're selling alcohol. Just depending on what time period it is. When there was a time you sell moonshine, you go to jail for 40 years. Okay? First thing you got to do is you have to rinse that money, metaphor. You have to take this money from an illegal place and you have to make it to a legal place. Step one is always the riskiest part in money laundering. You have to take money and then you have to run it through a real, reputable business. That's where
a legal entity, and then you take that money and you put it in the bank, and now you
there you go, right?
Now you got the cycle set up.
And once it come out the bank, it's untraceable now, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's untraceable through all these things. This is money. There's no difference between money laundering, credit card scams, selling drugs, selling Pokemon cards. Some of y'all old enough, Jerome was out there selling marbles. And I mean, literally. I remember growing up in the 80s and we walked neighborhoods with a Crown Royal bag of marbles and some jacks, and it was going down. You I get that now. Real like this tip, and I'm telling you,
that was like that for a minute, Antonio. That's been like that for a minute.
You understand? I hit your marble. That's my marble now. It was we play for keeps.
Yep.
Yeah,
Pencil,
Antonio.
pencils,
Yes,
pogs, and
ma'am.
snap bracelets.
Say it again, Diwali.
Pencils, pogs, and snap.
That's it. Yeah. Go ahead, Grace.
I remember in middle school, I would have a bunch of marbles, or somebody else would come to school ready to sell their marbles because they had all the good looking ones, the shiny ones, the boulders, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I do remember that when you said
the my marbles now. You understand what I'm saying? I was cold on the marbles. I was cold. I didn't need. I preferred to play in the dirt with the grass. I was good. You understand what I'm saying? But I could play anywhere. Don't matter. I'm taking your marbles. All that's invested. All that is you being. Y'all was out here. Jerome was out here. 7-year-old kid playing marbles. A CEO of marbles. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it was customers out there who didn't deserve their marbles. And Jerome was like, "These my marbles now." And Jerome was CEOing. You just called it a game. That's 100%. Every last one. I remember taking my bike and getting the red styrofoam cup, or no, plastic cup. You know what I'm talking about? It's been around since forever. Crunching that thing up, putting it between my wheel guard and
now you got a motorcycle.
I got a motorcycle now. Look at me, CEO. You know what I'm saying? And now my bike better than everybody else. Everybody want to ride my bike.
You sure you ain't the same age as me?
Real talk. I keep it going. I remember when my bike got on flat, I'd go walk to the store, get the little patches, and then I would go get the little gray container, fill it up with water, get the little screwed flathead, pop my inner tube out, put it in the water, squeeze it until some air came out, and then smack that patch on there, and then slide it back in that thing, and then fill up my tire. Because I wasn't paying nobody else to do that, because that's not how it worked when you was a kid. You break it, you fix it. I'm trying to help.
Oh, you talking about me now. See, I was fixing people's bike and charging them a quarter.
That's what I'm saying. I knew how to fix my tires. I knew how to drink water right out that water hose. You understand what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And my point is, this is multiplying money. Let's go through this list real quick. This is incredibly important. This is absolutely multiplying money. Here is the thing right here. I want you to grow your money. So if you can't fix your tire, go on down there to Anthony Lucas Tire Construction, filling up, and you with more than 50 cents. Let me tell you something, man. Jerome, I was the kid that I jump off this roof for 50 cents. I knew my legs can handle it. I did it before. I learned how to do backward flip real early. And I bet you anything, because I was trying, your money was my money. Your marbles was my marbles. You understand what I'm saying? Your jacks was my jacks. And I needed whatever you had. Y'all got to go back to that. I need you to tap into your roots.
Was this when you went in the trash can, Antonio?
Man, what you talking about? Of course it was. That's all right, shoes. What you talking about? Anybody finna go back to this hot trash can all day? I'm finna eat first. You understand? Real talk. I'm finna eat first. I'm finna bet 75 cents. Give me a little moon cookie. Drink a whole bunch of water. Get it in. You need to learn how to multiply your money. You need to learn how to multiply your money. If you got a toothache, I'm rolling up on you with some peroxide. What's up? I'm telling you what it is. You have to see money everywhere and you have to multiply it. And if you cannot do that, you understand? This is what I want everybody to do. Because I'm talking about multiplying your money. The next time you have, how many of y'all got a sporting event in your area? Right, wherever you at, you're in your area. Like it could be 50 miles from your area, Houston Stadium or something. Is that all of us? Or all of us, we got something? Okay, this is what I want you to do. What I want you to do is, I want you to go online. The next time you get an extra $100, I want you to go on. No, in fact, I want you to have an extra $100. You ain't gonna never have an extra $100. Go spend $100. And I want you to get some flip-flops from a manufacturer. And at the next sporting event, all them Arshias and Damalis and Monicas and Zandrias that's saying, I gotta look cute. They got on them 6-inch heels, Deanna. They parking, but they ain't realize that pinky toe about to be rubbing.
Come on, sir. I will spend
26
$5 for a pair of flip-flops.
Okay, you understand? And they gotta be cute. They gotta be cute. But ain't nobody trying to have that pinky toe and all that stuff rubbing for 26 blocks in heels in a dress that's fitted. So what you do? You sell all 100 of them flip-flops, $5, $10 a piece.
And you have your case of water there so you can get it water because it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot. And then when you have your case of water, you're selling water for $1, $2. You know what I'm saying? You're selling water for $2, and you're really trying to get $5 out of it. So you're gonna say, look, one water is $3, you get 2 for $5.
Antonio, we got young boys. When I used to go to work, I used to have to go to Roosevelt Boulevard. You go up there in the morning, you don't see nothing. Come by that bad boy at 4:30 in the afternoon on a June or July. They on every stoplight. They getting their waters out because it's hot and the traffic is backed up, and now people want water. They selling that water. They making a fortune at it.
There it is, selling that water. I went out. I went out to a Juneteenth. Well, y'all know what Juneteenth is now because it just became a national holiday. I'm from the South, so I haven't been. Juneteenth is the only day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I went out to a Juneteenth festival about 5-6 years ago, and I don't know if y'all know what the sun in Texas do in June, but it's real disrespectful. It is. Law Loho is the only person who can come to Texas June heat and be okay. He the only one. Everybody else is out of there. And this is what I did. I went to Walmart. I bought some Ziploc bags. I don't remember. Then I used the cooler that we've been using. Same cooler I marinate the turkeys in for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? You know, same cooler. I ain't buying no new cooler. It's a big old cooler. I bought some Ziploc bags and I bought some towels. Look at Deanna. She remembers. She was with me. Bought some towels. Yeah, get ready. Bought some towels. And I put them towels in a Ziploc bag. And I bought the towels. It was like 100 towels. Put them in the ice. Let them sit overnight. We went out there, Jerome. I had frozen towels. And I waited. It was out there in the morning. 9 o'clock, I waited. Because everybody good at 9. Oh, but that 12 noon, when that sun's sitting right on top of their forehead. And now, you know it's hot when you ain't even got to pee. You know what I'm talking about? You know it's hot when you just sweat out your pee. Your bladder empty because you're sweating. And I opened up that cooler and we were selling towels $5 when I spent $5 for 30.
How much
Deanna?
was it to recycle the towel back into the cooler, Antonio,
Oh,
when it got warm?
I let him keep it.
You wasn't on that part. So you
Nah,
should
but,
have consulted me. I would have
Deanna, you remember that?
put it back in. It cost you $10.
No, I remember.
You
I
sure
remember that as long as they still had, if they still had their Ziploc bag, we'll let them like sit and we was nice and we let them like
Yeah,
sit
yeah. I
and
let
chill a
them
little
do it
bit.
for free.
If they had their
We don't want to
Ziploc
talk to her,
bag.
Antonio. She's too nice. She's gonna let them put their towel back in there and everything. You can put it back in there, but it's gonna cost you $7.50.
Yep, yep.
We
The
also
next
had
year, I
oh,
know.
sorry.
I was just gonna bring it up. You about to it start with a C?
Yep.
Okay, I was just gonna bring it up. The next year, we was vendors at the same event. Now I'm gonna let Deanna tell it so you know it's real. And we sat down and we said, look at Grace. Grace was with us. It was me, Deanna, and Grace, and Tempest. And Jerome, we said, what are we gonna do? And I sat back. Anthony gonna love this, y'all. I said, you know what we ought to do? Go ahead, Grace and Deanna, y'all tell them. Tell them what we did.
Charging station. We went.
Charging
We
station.
got all of those the strips, the plug strips. What they call them?
The surge protectors.
Surge protectors.
Yeah.
We have if you had an Android, we got a charger for you. If you had an iPhone, we got a charger for you.
And a charger.
And
That's
we
it.
charged like $1 to it was like $1 or $5. Like for 30 minutes, it was like $5. If you need to like fully charge,
you tripping? It
come
was
up off
$10
that
it was $10 for 30 minutes.
Oh, it's $10.
It was $10 for 30
been a
minutes.
while.
$5 for a quick charge.
There we go. And so not only, and we still had the towels.
Y'all not paying attention.
We still had the towels. So not only was they buying towels, and we doubled up on towels because we understood the last time we was out there, we ran out of towels. We were running out this year.
Yeah,
so we doubled up on towels. So we had towels and a charging station. We was the only ones there with a charging station.
The only people there with a charging station. Now think about this for a second. Jerome, it was common sense to me. I sat back and said, damn, every time we out here, our phone start dying. You know what I'm saying? We got next to a generator. Got next to a generator, and we hooked up. We had like 30 slots. We had the longest line, and we went to. I said, y'all go to Office Depot and get them damn tickets. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that come in a little roll, and you pull one, and the raffle tickets. Go to Office Depot, grab them tickets. You know what I'm saying? We made a couple of $1,000, maybe even more. I don't even remember no more, and walked away with 13,000 email names and phone numbers.
Yep. Because you had to register.
Joking.
You had to register. Before you charge your phone, you had to register.
I needed your name, your number, and your phone number. I mean, your name, your email, and your phone sheet. I think I'm lying.
That's the part I missed out, but I sold Frito pies.
That's it. All right. He sold Frito pie. You know what I'm saying? Because we understood that everybody's phone was gonna die. And you ain't got your charger, you out there with your little battery pack, but come on over here, we got you. And look, everybody at 9 a.m. was good. But 3 hours of you being bored, you know what I'm saying? After you using your phone like that for a while, smartphones, they die. We had you. The reason I'm bringing all this up, because I don't need you to be as clever as my little hustler brain. Yeah. But I come out of a trash can, so I see money in everything. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, Antonio.
No,
I
go
don't
ahead.
interrupt. Not only did we take cash, we had a what was it called back then? The square. We had a square too. So if you don't have no cash and you need to charge your phone, or you needed a towel, we take Visa, MasterCard.
If I was smart enough, I'd have took Bitcoin. You understand? If I was smart enough, I'd have took Bitcoin. You understand what I'm saying? Because Bitcoin was worth 0.0000000 something at that time. I think I'd be sitting on $50 million right now for sure. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up. Because law number 2 in the says, gold laboreth diligently and contentedly for the wise owner who finds for it profitable employment, multiplying even as flocks of the field. It just means law of money says, Arshia, if you find good employment for your money, the universe will continuously make that money multiply. And here is when we get to the heart of today. The reason why y'all don't have as much money as you want. And please write this down and let this hit you in the neck like a vampire. The reason why you don't have the money you want is because you keep trying to make money. Go run and tell everybody Antonio said that. So this is what me and Anthony understand. This is what me and Ken understand. Your problem is you keep trying to make money. Anthony, who's supposed to make money?
Your money.
God, come on, man.
Makes you money.
You understand? What you doing? Get out the way. Listen what I did. Let me tell you again. I went to Walmart, paid $5 for 30 tiles. So I let 30 tiles be $150. I turned 5 into $150. Is you hearing me? I turned $5 to $150. Who was working Stradivari? Me or that $5? All I did, the only thing I needed to do was say, son, do your son thing. That's it. Soon, let me tell you something about women. Women ain't trying to sweat. Who you think was buying them? Why you think I did tiles? Because them tiles they were crispy hard. You can almost break them, Jerome. But when you put them on your neck, it starts softening. And that tile will last a good 30 minutes. You don't say to get warm, but a good 30 minutes, you can put it on the back of your neck, cool your body down. This is genius, and you know it. There's a hustler listening to me right now saying, I'm going to do this right now. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. For Easter, I don't know what y'all was doing for Easter. All I can tell you is if I would have been out there for Easter, I got 15 ideas just ran through my head real quick. But I'm going to tell you the number one thing I would have did for Easter. Y'all ready? I'd have went outside with 10 umbrellas. I'd have got 10 folk. And I'd have popped open an umbrella. Oh, ma'am, you're too pretty to have that sun hit you like that. And just walked you. And accepted donations. Sure would have, because all you church folk was high on the Lord in a good giving spirit. And you was ready to go in the church and go out to go get some macaroni. And I'd have caught you on both times. Okay. I'm about to give you a formula in like 9 steps. I'm about to break it down to Stradivari. I know I'm talking. You understand what I'm saying? I'm about to break it down to you. I am. But I
use $1 to make 10 and $10 to make 100.
That's it. That's it. Don't you go make 10 and don't you go make 100. That's the problem. The law of money does not involve you. All right, let's break it down. I'm glad Tatiana on the call because she got good energy. Jerome, say 10%. You can say that involves you, but it's the 10% that's doing all the work. Put your money to good use. Number 3, protect your money. What does Warren Buffett say, y'all? Warren Buffett had three rules of money. Who knows Warren Buffett's 3 rules of money? Oh my God. Y'all don't know Warren Buffett's 3 rules of money. Okay, I'm gonna come back to it. Protect your money. 4th law of gold. If you don't protect your money, it's gonna slip. 5th law of gold. If you try to make your money make impossible earnings, it's gonna lose. Listen to me. Listen to me. Everybody listen to me. Listen to me. This is so difficult and it shouldn't be. The laws of money ain't got nothing to do with you. Get yourself out the way of your money. If Jerome would have heard me say that 40 years ago, Jerome was getting paid every 1st and 15th. You hear me? On Friday, it came early. If the 15th on the weekend and holiday, I promise you.
I'm getting off this call right now. Shut up.
I promise you that as many times Jerome been deployed, I'd have said, Jerome, wherever you go, buy a rent property. Buy a rent property. A-knock, B-knock, PLDC, buy a rent property. Yeah, that's military talk. Y'all know nothing about that. But get you a rent property. You hear me? And I just said, Jerome, they're giving you BAH, basic allowance housing, something like that. The Jerome, don't even touch it. Don't even touch it, Jerome. Don't even touch it. Let me tell you what I was doing. When I went to the Army, I was on the all infantry unit, so it was all males. There was no miles before you can see a woman. Miles. We used to hold miles. It was 1-9 calf infantry. 1-9 infantry calf. It was we had no support. Was all men. Fort Hood.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy, brother. Try spending some time on the Nimitz.
Oh yeah, you right, because you on them ships. Now you good. You good, because Deanna keep trying to get me on a cruise. I'm gonna stay right here where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Stay right here where I'm at. This is what I did. And let me admit to a felony. This is what I did. USAA, Ken. No, it's statute of limitations. It's good.
Oh, okay.
We good. Ken, USAA sent me some insurance. They fooled around and emailed it to me. And at that time, I had one of them new things that was called a scanner. This is just about 2002. Everybody had no scanner in about 2002. And this is when you can scan something and then manipulate the words. This is what I did. We were so infantry. We only did 2 things in garrison because we was always gone. We only did 2 things in garrison: drank and play spades. I'm talking about we drank so much you could smell it coming off of us in PT in the morning. And this is what I did. I took that insurance and I started selling 6-month insurance. 6 months for $300, a year for $600. Sure did. This is, see, now the cops get behind you and they can read your license plate. This is 2002. We ain't none of that technology. Ain't no mobile internet like that. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because we was a bunch of knuckleheads wasting our money on strip clubs and alcohol. And then we kept getting these tickets with no insurance. And I saw opportunity. You hear me? I never touched my check. Because they never stopped buying insurance. I'm just trying to tell you that you need to learn the 3 steps I'm about to give you. But here's what's also important. Get yourself out the way of your money. Stradivari right now at work doing a good job. When his check come, which as a teacher in Texas, that's only once a month. Every 25th of the month. Is that how it work out there where you at? That's disrespectful. Why they do teachers like that? That is so disrespectful. That is, anyway. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank the Lord. He breaking up, but thank the Lord. Because y'all know, in Texas, it's every 25th of the month. You know what I'm saying? Every 25th of the month. Now think about this for a second. If you get out the way of your money and tell your money to be a slave for you, how are you ever going to be broke and how are you ever going to waste your money? The only time you spend your money is when you take charge of it. That's why I let y'all talk earlier, because Deanna was like, yeah, I'm terrible with money. She is, because she always want to hold the damn money.
And spend it.
You only spend it when you're holding it. You understand? Well, I keep my money digital, and you can transfer real quick, can't you? You got that debit card, don't you?
Sure do.
If you let your money make money, who's in charge of your money? The money. The law's in charge of your money. You just controlling your money. Okay, let me say it this way.
You don't want to have the money. You just want to control the money. That's all you want to do. You want to have the ability to control what's going on. You don't want to have it. You want to be able to control it.
That's right. That's right. Tatiana said they get paid twice a month. Somebody probably messaged me this act. So the idea is of the amount of money spent should come back by multiplied every time. Absolutely. If you have $100 in your bank account right now, and you spend that money, and it's not $120, $150, $110, you a slave. You are unworthy.
What you should be focusing on, Antonio, is lowering your expenses at all times so that you have more money to make more money for you. That's what you really should focus on. Lowering your expenses so you have more discretionary income to make you more money.
100%. 100%. 100% correct. Somebody in chat said, I'm terrible with money. I feel you. I feel you. I'm not here to make you feel bad about your money habits. I'm here to tell you, get yourself out your money so your habits don't F up your money.
Too late.
I know, right? Listen. Y'all know Xandra do hair, right? And she do it big. You know what I'm saying? She do it big. Her hands are anointed. You know, she got the fingers get in there and get the twisting and stuff. That's her job in the money. But once they give her that money, she's supposed to give that money profitable employment. But that ain't what we do. What we do is we get that money and we say, ooh, I'm gonna do this with it. That ain't what you're supposed to do.
You don't touch the account, Tony. I don't touch it.
You don't touch it? All right, good.
Don't give me no cash. It's deadly on hand. Yeah, put it straight to the account.
I know you know you. I'm glad you know yourself. I ain't mad at you.
Antonio.
Now,
Great.
come on,
Write that down. Write that down. Give your money profitable employment. That's awesome right there.
Give your money
That's crazy because I just did a cake. And every time I do a cake or little stuff, and I get mad because it's not consistent, but every time I do a cake order or cupcakes or any type of sweet for somebody, my behind sits up there and spends it.
Yep.
As soon as I get it, I spin it on something and I go on paycheck to paycheck. And then as soon as my account, like today, I got paid today and I've already 10% out to God. And then everything else to what this needs to be paid, that needs to be paid. By the end of the day, I got like probably $25 in my account.
Y'all hear that? Now, in order to make her not feel so alone, would y'all back her up and say, girl, me too. Come on.
Me too.
Girl, me too. Me too, girl, me too.
The moment it hit my account, I'm looking for somewhere to go spend it, something to buy something.
Deanna got a bunch of money. Deanna got a bunch of money in her account right now. What I keep telling you.
Don't spend a dime.
I still ain't gave you permission to spend.
It is so hard.
I'm cussing.
Like, can I get this? Well, can I eat? Like, don't spend a dime. Well, can I get that? Don't spend a.
You can't get a rootin' tootin' thing. Is what I keep telling her. I keep telling her. You know what I'm saying? And then she want to be slick. Well, you need to. I don't need nothing. I didn't have it when you didn't have it, and I ain't having it now. I don't need nothing.
I try. He just don't.
I don't need.
You know, that's so funny because I cringe when I gotta spend money. Oh my God.
That's why you keep it. That's why you always got law. If I say
that's
law,
why he got money.
He got money.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother.
That's right.
And I like the days that I don't have to spend. I like the days that I don't have to spend money. But Prophet likes to sometimes to spend money, and I'll be the one like, ugh, like I don't want to. But sometimes I know we got to. But sometimes I really don't like to.
But when you have to, it needs to have profitable employment.
So what does that mean?
Right.
That means
different.
your money
Right.
needs to go to work. Your money needs to clock in.
Yeah.
And do good customer service. You hear me?
So
Yeah, because when it's creating babies, I feel better.
That's it, Law. That's it. The same way Law got to smile in these customers' face, his money need to be smiling in these customers' face.
I have never thought about how I feel about spending money until right now.
Come on.
And I gotta say, I really enjoy spending money. So I really do need to multiply my money so I can spend more. Like seriously, I need to
that's
spend
it.
more
That's
so I can spend more.
100.
And I told my husband, I'm not gonna buy anything until my money is in the vehicle and that vehicle sends me something. And when I get something from that vehicle, then I will spend something this year. I've made that commitment. So yeah,
That's it.
That needs to go down.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I noticed with money?
What's
with
that?
money, with me especially if you come from that poverty line and way of thinking, you get money and you spend it on things you never had. And one of the main things that I realize I spend a lot of money on is food. And now we've had food, and I've always I told my husband, I'm sick of living on assistance. I'm tired of it. And yes, it will be hard to, get by without it, but it's making me comfortable to say, I can go out and do this or spend money on food. And when I mean spend money on food, I mean going out to eat. I'll take my whole family. Let's go get this. Let's go get crab legs. Let's go get this, that. And I told my mom before listening to y'all the last time, I said, I feel horrible because I had a large sum of money. And I spent it on some good things, took care of some good things that I needed, like a new laptop to, start doing my podcast stuff and the microphone thing or whatever. And the bad thing about it, I haven't even touched it or done anything I was supposed to do with it. And then I spent money on going out to eat and buying my kids new clothes and, getting my nails done, things that make me happy and enjoy. And then all of a sudden I turn around, next thing I know, I don't have nothing. And then I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, this check is going to pay for this bill now. Or this got to go to this now. And it's sickening. I realize how bad, and I thought I was good with money because, all my bills be paid for. But literally, I get a large sum of money, and I spend it on things that we absolutely don't need, or some of the stuff we do need, and I don't do nothing else but spend the rest of it on going out to eat and getting a nice purse for myself because I deserve it. I'm a hardworking mom. And these things I feel like I deserve, but at the end of the day, I have nothing. But these things that are not making me money, or the things that can make me money, and I'm not doing nothing with it.
That's right. That's right. You talking right now. You just blessed the whole class. Can we unmute our mic and clap? No, real talk. Unmute your mics and clap for her. Now she just blessed the whole class. Everybody just got blessed. No, real talk. Real talk.
That's right.
Yeah, real talk.
Lay on that sword, baby.
Yes. Let me tell you why. Because she said, "I'm a good person." I'm a translator. I got you, Prophet. Let me put the Antonio translation on this here. I'm a good person, and I take care of my family. And every time I come up, I make sure they get to experience my come up. Whatever they like, I get for them. Kids, husband, mom, it don't matter. I love them so much that when I get blessed, I let them kill my blessings.
Hey, man, that's why I ain't married or have no kids. You go ahead and bless them.
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
So, when I get my first come up, I'm blessing people.
Yeah.
But after that, you on your own.
You on your own. You understand what I'm saying? You on your own. And come up for him, he talking
Look,
about
I always tell my family, you can't come with me, but I'll send you a rent check. I don't want you to be homeless. I'll send you a rent check.
Yeah. And here's the deal. Yolanda ain't doing nothing wrong. She ain't saying nothing wrong. She's being a good person. But we missed that you can be a good person and also multiply your money. There's something secret there that we not admitting to ourselves. We feel good when we give the money away to people who can't get it. That's what you're supposed to do with your money. But it ain't supposed to be your money you give away. It's supposed to be your overflow you give away. Uh-oh.
Yes, your overflow. That's the key
Uh-oh.
word.
That's the key word. She's giving away her income. She's supposed to be giving away profits from her assets. Not touching her.
That's it.
Wow. That's the
it,
extra
man.
money. That's the extra money that your money done made working for you while you asleep.
We are so used to looking for that treasure in heaven.
Come on.
And giving away everything and sacrificing everything on earth when heaven is on earth. And we really do. I mean, give, when you said that, give from your overflow versus giving from your, like, how can you continue to give from an empty cup? But you can always give if you always giving from overflow. Like that giving never stops, man.
Never.
Like, think about that.
Never.
Like we want to give, I want to give so much, but I can't give anything from an empty cup.
No.
If I got an overflowing cup, I can give continuously.
Facts. Big facts.
Set up the overflowing cup.
That's right. And Yolanda has proven when she get money, she is real good to people with it. That means she is a good soul. So her job now is to make sure her money is equally good to her as she is good giving it to people. If I ain't freeing nobody else, I know I'm freeing her.
I'm clapping my hands. I'm clapping my hands.
Yes. Amen. I gotta go into work, but that right there, I'm about y'all. Give me some money. I gotta get this together.
That's it.
Give me some money. I gotta go into work and oh Jesus, my God.
She went to worship.
Because I'm telling you, I'm tired of this. I just told my husband yesterday, I'm tired of this. We went to church yesterday. And I felt so down. I was like, I'm tired of living check to check. This is not my life. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. If God told me I'm supposed to be helping other people, why am I keep being stuck in the same situation? I'm tired of going in revolving doors. I'll be 40 this year. I am not supposed to be continuously in the same position that I am and gradually making little steps. I'm sick of living on assistance. I'm sick of having the government pay for my rent. I'm sick of having to ask the government for food stamps. I'm sick of this. Like, I want to help other people, and I can't help other people until I manage what I have and get an overflow. Then I can help other people. And, like, I'm sick of this. I got to go into work and clock in, and I'm sick of clocking in and working for somebody else.
Come on now. You better talk. You over here preaching.
Of being sick and tired. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired, Eli? You got to be able to do what you say. Hold on to your own. Learn to plant better, because when you plant better, you receive better.
And you deserve.
When you receive better, you can cover all the things that you want to cover.
That's right. Before you go to work, you deserve 7 streams of income, and then you let them have 1. Keep your 6.
I know that's right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Okay. All right. I know you got to go to work, but that was a word right there. You hear me? Give them
Amen.
1. Keep your 6.
Amen. I got 1 for the cake stuff, and I gotta start putting myself out there in the podcast stuff or whatnot. So I'm gonna really analyze that. I'm off of work on Friday, and maybe on tonight I'm gonna just start writing stuff down, because I don't write. I procrastinate, and I'm lazy because I'm be going to work, and then I'm tired, and I gotta go pick up kids, and I gotta do this and run for this, and then something happens with my daughter. Like yesterday, her car broke down, so now we gotta take her son to daycare, because if not, she can't work and she can't make money, and then that means she out and she's gonna be moving back in my place. No. So we gotta help each other out, and I just told my son that we gotta help each other out. But it's like it's too much. Like, I need to start moving. If I gotta stay up late at night to figure this out, to write stuff down, then I need to do that. And I can't go forward if I don't put in the effort, because in order to be a boss, you're going to have hard times to stay up and analyze. You can't lay in the bed and procrastinate. And I like laying in the bed. I'm like a panda. I like to eat and sleep.
So can I ask you a question, Miss Yolanda? Miss Yolanda, can I ask you a question quickly? So does that mean you're going to be up with me? to the 4, 5, 6 in the morning? Does that mean, is that what that means? I'm just asking.
What? I'm sorry, you gotta say that again. I cut off the car.
Are you going to be up with me to the 4, 5, 6 in the morning? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna try my best. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna change her answer to yes, I am. I am
Come
my
on,
best.
come on. Y'all don't understand. I appreciate the church. It take a village.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, y'all unmute your mics one more time for Yolanda on the way out. Y'all
Come
give
on,
us some
Miss
love so she
Yolanda.
can go in there. Give us some love. Give us some
Right.
love.
You're not
Give us some love.
alone.
So
Right word.
I got 3 people that got questions. I'm gonna get Talisha, I'm gonna get Prophet Jerry, and I'm gonna get Arshia in that order. Let me first say that she helped all y'all. Because sometimes you need to hear somebody else in your situation, because you think you're by yourself. And good people, and she clearly is a good person out here struggling. And that's bull. See, y'all have been taught that people with money is bad. The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteousness and all that stuff. And I ain't saying that's not true. I'm just saying good people struggling, and that shouldn't be happening. But just because you're a good person doesn't mean God is going to take care of you with money. See, y'all ain't like that.
You know
But
what?
you are proving without a shadow of a doubt how, when, where, and what to do because of that, belief. Because when you believe on something, it's just like a parent that says that I have to whip my children every day for them to get it. No, you don't.
No.
But you do have to make sure that you place before them what they need to know. And it may take some time, but they gonna get it. They gonna get it.
And it ain't your job to
force it. Because the word is not a lie.
It ain't your job to force it. She gonna get it when she get it. Go ahead, Tyrell. You finna say something.
Yeah. You know, since I've been with ATS, one thing that I have noticed talking with you, Deanna, Grace, and even Ken, you know, it's kind of funny when you speak about the mentality of people and how they think. And of course, the wife ain't here, so I can say this. In my mother-in-law, you know, years ago, my wife told me that my mother-in-law was saying she didn't want to be rich because it was a bad thing and this and that. But now at her age now, she's like, she wished she had money to do this. She wished she was able to buy this. She wished. So that mentality is like conflicting to.
Because you God people think God gonna take care of your money.
And that was her mentality. And even now, little by little, is breaking apart. Me talking to her and things of that nature, but she still has some resistance, but it's not as it was in the beginning. But I just find it amazing, even her thinking at early that having money was a bad thing and it will corrupt you.
Yeah. Let me just, I promise I'm gonna get to y'all questions, but this is too good. This is too good not to wrench around and wrench it off. I'm gonna attack y'all again. You God folk want God to take care of your money, and you keep using God as an excuse for why you in poverty. God told you take care of your money. Uh-oh. You know how many Christians, or maybe not just Christians, but anybody religious, you know how many religious folk out there mad at me right now because something I said, something I did, and they still ain't got no harvest.
I'm not mad at you because God gives everybody the ability to get their money in the right vehicle. After you do that, you got to be a steward of the money.
That's it. God,
and then if you are a good steward of the money, what happens is you take care of it. More money come, more money coming.
That's it. If Jerome don't plant no seeds, God can't be good to his seeds. You're not allowed to go pray I'm so glad Yolanda talked. You're not allowed to get out here, go to church, be good, be holy, and be broke. And somebody need to tell y'all. See,
you pissing me off again.
I'm about to go even harder, Jerome. I'm about to go even harder. Y'all not finna like me. They fit to cancel me. They are about to cancel me. I'm about to get emails. This is finna be on podcast. If you're so mad at me. And let me tell y'all something. One of the worst things that ever happened to your finances and your financial intelligence is your ideas from your religion about money.
I hate to ask, but can you please repeat that?
I sure can. Your idea, I didn't say your religion was wrong. Your sacred text has guided you correctly. But that preacher like me, oh, y'all don't want to keep it real.
You mean the preacher that put his pants on the same way you do
same
every morning?
doggone
You can
way.
think for yourself, brother. Think for
your,
yourself.
Your sacred text has not misguided you. I don't care if it's Torah. I don't care if it's the Kabbalah. I don't care if it's the Quran. I don't care if it's the Bible. Whatever you read, it's perfect when it comes to money. But when you let the charismatic man or woman like me get up there and start talking about it, you don't read for yourself. And let me tell you, all you good folk out here listening to me, disagreeing with me right now, just because you good don't mean God gonna bless you with good money. Because you can be good all you want to be. But if you ain't tilled the ground, planted the seeds, put it in fertile soil, and protected your garden from the devil, can I do that for you? You ain't getting blessed. Don't you remember? Old carpenter boy went talk to them dark-skinned folk out there in Africa, because ain't no such thing as the Middle East. That's propaganda. Don't you remember? That man said, Jerome, I know a guy, he planted some seeds. Don't you remember? He say, some of these seeds, they worthless. Go on rocky ground. Ain't no sense in you planting them seeds. Birds, scavengers, and other folk, take your blessings because you didn't have the intelligence to put it in the ground. Some of you other folk, you plant seeds in that shallow ground. It has the illusion of looking good and it sprout real quick because your ignorance on fire. You don't want to do real shadow work, so you haven't really put it in the ground. You planting, but you planting in things that look good at first and die quickly. Help me, somebody. You're planting in 350Zs, burnt orange. It looks good, died quickly, costing me a whole 13 years. I wish I had somebody right there. You understand what I'm saying?
No, you speaking real well.
You
real well.
Antonio.
Yes,
See that money, Antonio, that money still bothering you. That's the lesson you learned.
Still
It's still bothering you. It's always bother you.
It's the
you are speaking, sir, you are speaking the truth. Because the preachers will preach tithing, but they won't preach that other part. Because that other part goes with your money. And if you don't put it in the right soil, and if you don't till it properly, and if you don't, come on now, they don't preach that. But they preach you better tithe. You better tithe. Because when you tithe, they get theirs. The rest of that they don't talk about. Antonio, you speaking a word, brother.
Let me tell y'all something before I get to Lisa. I have a question about. Let me tell y'all something. Me and Kid, friends. I don't give a damn what anybody say. And let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you how you know me and Kid friends. We might as well go together. Yes, and let me tell you. This how you know. This how you know. Because somebody.
Oh my.
I'm not gonna give you the exact dollar amount. We're gonna say 50,000 to 100,000. You can guess somewhere in there. Okay, we're not gonna give you the exact dollar amount. Somebody came to me with $50,000 to $100,000, and I could have kept it. No, you're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening. See, because there's a difference between. See, I'm a good person, but I didn't not keep that money because I'm a good person. I said, Ken, you could do better with it because when it comes to $50,000, his soil is better than mine. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. No. See, this is what you don't learn in the church. Because y'all would have said, "Ooh, Lord, look at you blessing me."
You got to figure it out if you go to church, though.
Yeah,
you better figure it out.
Some of y'all would have got $75,000 for somebody to say, "Ooh, Lord, my prayers." Nope. I said, I understand. But when it comes to this, somebody's soil is better than mine. And you got a friend when they can sacrifice their ego, look at your soil and say, "I submit to you, sir."
Going back to the book. Going back to the book we're studying.
Well, because me and you gel like we do, here's the thing. Let me just keep it 100.
Keep it 100, man.
I don't preach tithes because, number one, that was under the law. We're under a grace dispensation. Paul came back and said, "I wish that you would be a cheerful giver." So that means you should just be prayerful to God. What do you want me to give Antonio Pastor today? He might tell you to give 10,000. He might tell you to give 1,000. He might tell you to give 500. But even when I was obeying that system back then, if my tithes was 1,000, my offering was 1,000. And the reason why I flow like I flow now is because I drop money into the church, and my offerings are always going to be over $100 because I'm not fit to go to Papa Do's and spend $80 and can't put $80 in the church
for Mother's Day.
So what happens is, I'm gonna just be 100. What I teach people and tell people to do: open up your wallet, frivolously bless the house, and don't worry about what these other preachers are doing who are doing wrong, because you're doing it unto him, and it's him that's gonna open up some doors for you. The reason why you did what you did with me, Antonio, little did you know, is because of the way I sow into ministry.
That's right.
I could care less what the pastors are doing, what they're not doing, because, well, I know what my pastor do, so I ain't got to worry about that. But I've seen guys take the offering, like some of y'all saying these preachers do, and take everybody to dinner after church. Well, they wrong for that, because that's not their money. And the ones who are doing that, let God deal with them. But the ones who are not, that's why they flowing the way they flow. Small church in numbers, but quality like crazy.
Quality.
Small church in numbers, but we got more money than David Crockett. So what happens is, that's because of the way we flow. If people really understood who you really was, like I told you the other day, I don't have to blow smoke up in Antonio's butt. I remember when we had 69 plus on the car, like I told him the other day. But people look at you personally instead of what you can really provide and give them, and that's the problem. If they look at it from a business standpoint, we would have over 200 people on this call every morning. But when they start looking at you from a personal standpoint, that's where they mix it up. But then these white folks out here doing stuff, and they're looking at them from the business standpoint, and doing what they say, and then they broke. But you got a man pouring into you every day, but you got to worry about why he got on dreads, because he don't work for the CEO. He can wear dreads. You come in here in the backwards baseball cap if you want. You work for Antonio. So that's where the problem lies. People, they missing the perspective of what you're pouring out, and that's why. And even and I confessed to him, y'all, that I did the same thing, because I didn't know what the hell was going on with ATS when I first got on the call. I'm like, hey, what Lanita brought me into. But as I listen and listen and listen and listen and benefit, see, people won't tell you, Antonio, when they really benefit from what you pour out.
Yeah.
They'll front through it. But there's some benefit there, because we all have benefited from a lot of stuff that you teach and do. Do we agree with everything? You don't have to. I'm not a yes man. I'm not a yes man. I'm a businessman.
That's right. That's right.
But I can respect the platform and who it belongs to, because it's not my job to come in and make new rules. And that's where Negroes fall up at. They want to come in and try to tell you how to do what you do. Well, where was you at when I figured this thing out? When I did the first seed? But anyway, I ain't gonna take up all the time. Get to see you, Deanna.
Good. No, you good. You
now
good.
Don't send a tithe, but send an offering to cash. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you good. Listen, I'm saying if you looking at me, and it's not like I'm doing something. You just don't like what I'm doing. That ain't your job. He got on a t-shirt. He got dreads. He talking to Muslims. He talking to witches. That's my job. That's how I spread the gospel. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's my job. Check my harvest. Do you understand? I could pass up $100,000. Give it to somebody else.
As long as you say something, I can get 50 cents out of it.
That's it.
That's just 50 cents. That's all I need, because I'm gonna turn that 50 cents into $500.
You understand? If you live a life where you can't pass up $100,000 and give it to your friend, you ain't living no life. That's cold right there, Jerome. You're gonna have a hard time with that one. That's cold disagreeing with that one. My job is to say, man, that's a good business. But I got a guy named Jerome out there in Baltimore that'll really know what to do with that. That's my job and yours. Every good gold that come into your life don't belong to you. You can't have all the gold, Antonio. You're supposed to know some of this gold goes to Prophet Jerry. And let me help you. God just don't want you giving gold to folk you like. They didn't like that one. They didn't like that one. So we only want God to save the folk we like. We only want God to save the folk go to our church. I ain't like the way Ken preached. God can't save him no more. And then we say, God bless you, where we really mean F you, is what that means. I tell you every time, man, lack of money is a heart issue. And the people that are good people, but you have these heart issues, you're missing money. See, good people do good things when they got money. I promise you, whatever I did for Ken has already done for me. You understand? Ken said, man, come on here, up here to Houston. You're driving too much. Go drive back and forth. Just here, have this here. I say, Ken, where you want me to sit? My chair. That's what Ken say. What you want me to pay? I already paid for it. Don't worry about that. Stop that. Where you want me to go? This is your office now. Am I lying, Ken?
No, you're not. You're not.
Your office.
and we're working on the second one. So
we're working on the second one. Working on the second one. Why? Because I look at Ken and I say, ooh, Ken can multiply my money. Sounds like I need to have a relationship with Ken, huh? Y'all want a relationship with folk that's going to give you a good time. Let me help you out. If you want a relationship with folk that's going to make you laugh and give you a good time and not going to make you no money, that's proper. Just see them on Mother's Day, Christmas, and Easter. Can we spend the rest of your time with the folk you can jail with making you money? Can we do that? So you can actually go pay your pastor church off before he have a stroke? Come on, Prophet J. I got to end this. Come on, man.
Man, let me just go back some. Queen Shonda, Yolanda, I can't think of her name right. Yolanda was telling the truth, because even my queen said it. Every time I get money, I see food and I see wanting to buy Renee something. So where to you is where I'm doing wrong, because I want to make her look good. You know what I'm saying? When we go to church, we don't go that many places right now because of COVID. and all that stuff. But when all this stuff is over with, going out to dinner, going out to, these right places to flaunt her. Because, you want your woman to look more good than you. That's just like Pinky looked at more good than you on New Year's Eve. But you looked good too. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm trying to get, what the point I'm trying to get to is, I didn't do this with the former. I did it like to get her. And then when I stopped giving, I believe that's when it twisted and went the wrong way. So my mindset is to give to Queen Renee so she won't leave. So what I'm saying is, tell me where I'm wrong at in my finances, that I can be better in my finances. I only get Social Security right now and what's sitting in the other trust. But what can I get with these finances that I got now?
I'm glad you asked. Take $1. Go make $1.10. Don't even try to make $2. It's 100% return on investment. So, me and Kim was talking about this yesterday. Yeah, I don't want to start small. If you got $1, go make $1.10. And if you do that 10 times in one day, you got $2. Y'all didn't hear me.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to $1,000, that becomes $100. You do that 10 times in one day, that's $2,000. You don't have to. Y'all trying to get Lamborghinis. Get 10 cents. And when you learn how to get 10 cents, get that confidence and say, well, damn, I think I can get 20 cents. You're gonna get 20 cents. I'm not even trying to be like facetious. I'm telling you how much money you got. If you got $30, your moral responsibility is to figure out how to go make 31. You take your 30, go make $1. Anybody on this call with money, understand I am saying something very real and realistic.
Mm-hmm.
You start where you are. Start where you are. So I remember yesterday or day before you saying you had $200 extra a month, maybe $400. Let's just say $200. Okay. So now what I want you to do is I want you to take that $200 and I want you to say, how much is your phone bill every month?
Mine is get paid through the trust.
Okay, paid through okay. Give me one of your lowest bills that you have to pay out your pocket.
$75.
$75. Outstanding. It's beautiful. What I want him to do with $200 is figure out how to make $75 a month. No. Listen to me. He's going to take $200 that he's going to ruin and turn it into taking care of that bill every month. What's 75 times 12? More than 200. I don't know what it is.
Antonio, can we pay off that whole bill and then have all that money freed up and save all of it?
And then
until you figure out what to do with it?
Yep. And roll over to the next one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Real talk. I'm glad you asked, Papa J. Start somewhere. So I was trying to call you yesterday, but it was too late when I finally got a hold of Renee. And I thought y'all was together. Well, I was trying to get y'all both at the same time. But I'll tell you right now, what I want you to know is take $200 and go get to $75 a month. Now, I didn't say at one time. You take your $200, find a service that somebody needs. Hopefully you find a service that a bunch of people need. The more people who need it, the richer and faster you move. But you need to go with somebody. Y'all should be writing this down. You need to go where somebody needs it. That's where your $200 go. So now that your $200 goes where someone needs it, now you're going to say, okay, now what can I do to get better at using this $200?
Can you repeat that, Antonio?
She's writing it down. You're going to take your $200 that you have and you're going to go find something that somebody needs, hopefully a bunch of people. And I don't know, because I don't know what they need. I know what the people around me in Texas need. I know what people on the internet need. I know I know I should be charging you for this class. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I take my $200, I need to go where somebody needs. That's y'all rocky soil, shallow soil. You're good people saying, "Ooh, God gonna bless me because I'm trying to be good to people. I want to save the world." But you're not going where nobody needs.
Right.
That's not, if people don't need it, it's not fertile soil.
Wow.
You hear me?
If people don't need it,
it's not fertile soil.
It's not fertile soil.
And God ain't gonna bless you. You can pray, preach, and praise at the same time. It ain't gonna happen. Because it's on rocky soil. It's not, you gotta go with somebody needed that's fertile soil.
Okay.
Now that you want fertile soil, you're gonna have to now say, this is where customer service come in. Now that you know they need it, now that you know your $200 can go there, you got to increase your ability to get better at that thing.
Okay.
You got to call these people every day. I get on Grace and Deanna all the time. You took somebody money and I call them. Check on them. And then when people so hurt and so broke, we check on y'all just to check on y'all, and you think something should happen. We just checking on you. We just checking on you. They checking on you because I told them to. You know what I'm saying? So you go take the money on fertile soil, then you got to go be good customer service. You got to make that money. You got to put that money back in and fix your prototype or whatever you just built. And then after that, do that crap again.
Mm-hmm. So what's an idea of something that Jay could do?
Y'all in North Carolina, right?
Yeah, North Carolina.
What are you passionate about? Let's start there first. Actually, no. Let me ask you a different question. What are you willing to die for? Let's start there first.
Die for family.
All right, then.
Leaving a legacy for family, her cousins and my nieces and nephews.
All right.
Greatness that I have.
Good. So family. So he's family oriented, right? He's willing to die for that family. So Stradivari hear the same thing I'm hearing. All right, family. And are you handicapped?
Who, me? Yes.
Yes. And are there other handicapped people that you know that also want to help their families?
No, not in this area. No.
That's understandable. That's completely understandable. Do you know people who want in some way to do anything you trying to do in fixing your body? Is there any other collection or group of people out there like that? No, if no, it's okay. That's good. If it's no. So then that's not, if you got to think it's no. So that's not fertile soil. It would be a good business model for him to help other handicapped people do what he's doing. But he's saying handicapped people, they like their government assistance. So that's not fertile soil. So now you got to go somewhere where your handicap either makes people give or handicap is eliminated. Sounds like you need to be online.
Writing that down.
Yeah. If he can't use his handicap to make money with other handicapped people, we got two options now. He's going to go to where his handicap, he's going to inspire people while handicapped and help people say, "Ooh, thank you." Or do you know people who want to give you money because you're handicapped and still fighting the good fight?
No, not right now.
So that ain't his crowd either then, huh? More rocky soil. So now you know you need to go online where it's invisible.
It's invisible.
Invincible, right?
No, invisible to where his hand. See, we can't use his handicap. So y'all need to go somewhere where people can't see the handicap.
Well, Antonio, if he's handicapped, right? Here you go. If he's handicapped and he's willing to help other people that's handicapped, if he go online, he's going to attract the people that might not be handicapped, but inspired by him being handicapped, wanting to help other handicapped people, and they probably will give him a donation.
That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. And it's definitely going to be online, and he going to figure it out. You get what I'm saying? Definitely, he's 100% correct. It's going to be online. So now what you need to do is you need to take a long, hard look at what can you offer that people need. And it comes back to what I said yesterday, Jerome. I told everybody yesterday, over 50, poll your audience. That's the first thing I said. I remember saying it. Because he don't know where because you don't know where to go. So don't go nowhere. Ask them where to go. You ask a question. Hey, write this down as I say it, Renee.
All right.
Go on one of y'all Facebook pages. And how much do you want to charge? It's up to you. Just give me any number, whatever feels good. Go as big as you want, but as soon as you get nervous or feel uncomfortable, come back until you don't feel nervous or uncomfortable. So if you go to $20 and you feel, ooh, all right, go to 19. You just keep going backwards until you feel good.
I would say 50.
50. Write this down as I say it, Renee. If you had your last $50 to change your life right now, what would you spend it on? And you post that every 3 hours until you get answers.
Now, is this going, because a lot of my people are not handicapped, but it's just going out just to Facebook.
I see, I done already dropped the handicap thing because I poll your audience.
Okay, you polling
them. Like Anthony said, if you get a bunch of handicap answers, all right, then, right? You know what I'm saying? If not, okay, go ahead, Jerome.
Prophet Jerry, your handicap is just one option.
One option.
One item. You don't have to go that direction, but you could. That's your choice. Prophet Jerry, you have so many abilities, brother. It's unbelievable. All you got to do is open up your mind and say, what is it that I want to do? Because you can speak. You're a critical thinker. You have wisdom. There's so much you can offer out there. Ain't got nothing to do with being handicapped. But if you want to use that, you can. That's just one option. I'm telling you right now. Don't limit yourself, brother. Don't. Okay? Let it open. Go ahead, Antonio.
No, I said he's right. I was saying you're right. I was saying you're right.
Antonio, I didn't get the last little bit, and it
so what I'm doing is, so I'm gonna help you get the last little bit, but let me re-explain. You need to find fertile soil, and y'all don't know where the fertile soil is. So stop trying to find it and let people tell you where it is. Like if you don't know what company to build, and if you can't use your handicap and you can't use what you got, your problem is you in your way. So go ask your timeline what they willing to. This is how I phrase the question. If you have your last $50 and you wanted to change your life, you can even put change your life forever. What would you spend it on? And everything they say is a potential business or product for you.
Oh, wow.
This is so genius, y'all. Everything they say is a potential business or product for you. And if you keep getting the same answers, there's your doggone fertile soil.
Wow.
And listen, and don't say, I don't know who to go to. Whoever name is on, I would do this. Whoever took the time out to respond to you, them your first customers. And you know they got $50 because they answered. And you know they willing to spend it to change their life. And you know it might be their last. So ain't no sense in them playing. So if you get a bunch of answers that say, well, It would be on my health. Okay, then. Sounds like you about to be starting a health journey. And so he goes, but I'm unhealthy. Sounds like you about to start a club for unhealthy people to go on this journey with you. I don't know. Because I ain't seen the answers yet.
Right.
But let me see them answers and see what I do with them.
Okay. Well, I'll start that today.
But here's the deal. The algorithm, because he's going to post it, y'all. This is what y'all do. He's going to post it and think, man, this is a bad question. You post it again. Post every 4 hours. Every 3 to 4 hours. Every 3 to 4 hours. Let me tell you why. Because the algorithm ain't going to let everybody see it. Plus, everybody ain't finna log on when you post.
Right.
Just keep posting. You post it every day for 30 days. And then somebody going to see it and want to answer it. But you let them see it 18 times. You post it every day for 3 to 4 hours, every day for 30 days. And you log every answer. And you use your wife page too. You log every answer. And y'all take a tally of those answers, and your business is somewhere in those answers.
Use your page.
I already wrote it down.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
I didn't mean to open up.
No, you just helped somebody else.
You
ain't
blessed
the
a
only
lot
person.
of people, Jerry.
Yeah.
Blessed a lot of people.
Yeah, you ain't the only person out here stuck and don't know what business to start.
Now,
No, you good. You ain't bothering me. Go ahead.
You were right about, because I had preachers stand up. Now they take the first offering, and it's because let's say you got them, you bought the church, but you're on the mortgage, right? You're on the mortgage payment, and let's say the mortgage payment is $500, you only reached $210, $220. That's what people get, okay? But then the second time, the preacher would get up, stand by the deacon or whoever's taking the offering, and quote that scripture, in which now that he's in Texas with you.
T. Jakes?
No, the preacher that was just on.
Oh, Reggie.
Yeah, no, not Reggie. Oh God, I can't think of his name. He was just with talking.
He's talking about me.
Oh, Ken.
Yeah,
Okay,
Kenneth.
okay, got you.
Kenneth Kenneth Wayne. That's what you call him. Yeah, Kenneth Wayne. He said
Wealthy
something.
Johnson. Yeah, wealthy.
That's Wealthy Johnson. Okay, but he was saying something that made sense. But a lot of people still goes with that, pay the tithes. But that preacher would get up and make sure that people would give again, even if they gave tithes, and the ones that didn't give tithes, it make them give again. Not make them, but basically it say God is gonna bless you.
Will a man rob God?
Well, no doubt.
Yeah, he
no doubt.
that he would use that a whole lot, and God gonna show up, and manna gonna show up, and harvest gonna show up. But but there was no change.
Okay, then so then therefore, because I'm about to get canceled again. But let me tell you first.
Let me get canceled before you, Antonio.
Okay.
You know that Bible, we had it in this country, and they justified when they read it, they justified us being slaves. You can twist the words in there any kind of way you want to. You got to have a filter on you to understand what's going on and know what to discern as what's necessary and what's not.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to be smart enough to know what not to do. How you going to tell me to high five 10 people talking about I'm blessed, but when it come to offering time, now I'm cursed? I don't roll with that.
Thank you, Ken.
That's a good point. I ain't never thought
I
about
was
that
blessed
in my life.
when I came in. I'm going to be blessed when I leave out.
out.
Even if I don't give you a broke, stank yourself nothing.
That's it. That's 100%. Listen,
that's a guilt thing. That's the heart thing, because if you've given your offering, when they stand back up there and say that they need this or they need that, that's really, if you get back up and do it again, that says that you didn't give the first time. You didn't give what you were supposed to the first time. So that's a play. Now, I don't want to say anything, but you said something that I think that they might have missed, And I just want you to know that you can pay for anything for Renee. You can buy her whatever. You can make her look the greatest you think. But if she want to leave you, bro, she's leaving.
That's true.
None of that is keeping her. I heard you say that. And none of that is. I just want to say
true. Well, that's true. Somebody gonna do. But hold on, but check me out. Ain't nothing wrong with giving to anything, and ain't nothing wrong with giving 5 offers, and ain't nothing wrong saying it's $900 when trying to get to 2,000, y'all give again. Ain't nothing wrong with that, especially when it's within the business model. Ain't nothing wrong with that, and especially if you're being benevolent, you're trying to help people. That ain't my point. My point is that if you good and get to that $2,000 offering, God can't be good to you if when God says, woo, you gave $500 more than what you should have. I sure got a blessing for you. And this is what God does. I'm trying to find where I can give it to you at, but ain't nothing but rocky soil in your finances. So what has to happen? It's stored up for you to get your stuff together. And when you get your stuff together, it will then be released. And y'all got a whole lot of unreleased blessings because you good people in character.
Now that's
terrible in practice.
Oh God, sort of. I like that.
That's it. Good people in character, terrible in practice. Terrible in practice. You're homeless. You're sleeping on somebody's couch. You do all sorts of stuff. Why? Because you got all these unlocked blessings, rocky soil. And your same God said, I'm not casting my pearl of swines. Your whole financial situation look like a big old pig. You understand what I'm saying? That's the truth. You don't have to like it, but God ain't coming here to save you. God said, me and you are in partnership. Let's go together. I'm not etching God out. I'm not even trying to attack y'all religion. I'm weird. I just like trust. I trust there's some sort of infinite intelligence, and I trust said infinite intelligence is in me. Sounds like greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. So the same power in heaven doing great things is the same power in me doing great things. Sounds like since Genesis all the way to at least John chapter 4, verse 4, because that's where I just went to, that God says, Jerome, let's do this together. But that ain't what y'all do. You want God to fix everything. You literally cuss somebody out and say, God, forgive me, as if that harvest still ain't coming back. You are forgiven, but that poison coming out the ground. That poison coming out the ground. Just because you're forgiven don't mean that harvest has been erased. And that is y'all problem. You do terrible things with your money and say, God, you know my heart. Yeah, I do, my child. You are so blessed spiritually, but you ain't getting none of this finances on this earthly realm because you're planting poison. Yeah, I keep using God as an excuse not to be better, not to get better. That's not what religion is for. Religion is for you to have God ministry even effective if everything is about you.
Can you repeat that for us? You froze, so we
I'm
missed
sorry.
like
Yeah, it's how is your ministry effective if every prayer is about you? You understand? It's still messed up. Go ahead, Arshia, while my internet's going in and out. Go ahead.
Oh my God. So I want to piggyback off of what Yolanda has said. She be dropping stuff and be leaving. I just want to say that. She be starting stuff and be leaving. But what stood out to me the most was I'm a great steward over my money, but now that I have the knowledge and the right mindset aligned together, what I learned in my business practice was when I had my body contouring business, I had everything set up, merchant account, business phone number, you name it. And I wasn't even using my personal money. Well, I did when I started off to fund it, but when the money started rolling in, I was using my money from the business to invest in more products and equipment. So once I started doing that, I started picking up my clientele, and I was still working this job I'm working now. But what the thing that I messed up on, well, I didn't mess up on, the thing that I learned from was don't allow people to eat up your harvest, because even though it might be $20 here and there, oh, we're gonna just get the money just to cut the grass, to pay the people to pay the mow the lawn that was eating up my harvest. And so now that I learned that business practice, I'm gonna work smarter now. So now that I'm moving everything online, and I want to go, I'm gonna go back to it because I'm telling you the money is there in the weight loss and wellness industry because it's quick money. But now that I had that experience in that area, I'm gonna get more equipment. I'm gonna invest in more equipment, but I'm not gonna let anyone dive in my harvest like I did before. And now that I learn about unearned income, I'm going to be receiving unearned income. And now that I have the knowledge, I'm going to put it in the vehicle so my harvest can make money and make babies for me. So I'm just want to just piggyback off of what Yolanda, she be starting stuff and be leaving. So when it comes to the money, I don't spend money like that. Um, I don't have no need to. As long as I got everything I need, my daughter has everything she needs. I'm good. I had to make myself buy clothes and all that good stuff and makeup.
Is
But
that how you still
now,
think right now?
no, that's not how I think right now.
Oh, okay,
No,
good. You keep on talking,
because
man. You keep on talking.
but I put some aside for me now because I am my priority now. I pay myself first. Let's say that
Okay.
I pay myself
Now you're
first
talking.
now, and I'm just gonna say when it comes to the business wise and personal wise, my mindset has it a 360, and I'm not gonna let anyone eat up my harvest like I did before.
No, that's it. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna cut you alive. My daughter's good. No. That ain't what that's not what none of these sacred texts say. Listen, Paul says, I learned to be content in whatever state that I'm in. Abased or about. Good, I'm good. Bad, I'm still good. That is a spirit of prosperity. You're supposed to keep that, run that, roll that. But that spirit of as long as my ends are met, that is not a royal priesthood. Those are two different energies. Those are two different energies. And y'all out here trying to be comfortable when you are more than welcome and you have the right of your sacred text to be comfortable under a bridge or be comfortable in a mansion. You have the right to do either one you choose. But don't make your God, this God of comfort, because ain't a damn sacred text out here that lets you be comfortable and a good steward of your religion. Can I say it worse than that, Jerome? Christianity ain't never meant to be comfortable. If you gonna leave, you're gonna get crucified. Oh, shucks, that's a different class for a different day. I'm just trying to tell you that if you praying over your debit card every time you swipe, you scared to check your account balance. I don't know a sacred text that says I've given you that spirit of fear. I ain't never read it. I never read it. But I know what? A lot of people out here, we got wars everywhere. every corner of the earth got wars. And when we ain't got wars, from government sanctioned wars, we got block wars, turf wars. We got black folk dying for the color red and the color blue. And don't own the red, don't own the blue. Don't own the bandana company, don't even own the block. Y'all don't want to hear me. So it's a lot of people out here with money messing the world up. So I'm gonna need some of you good folk to come fix it. But you can't fix it broke. Man, it's 100%. See, this is why this is right here is where one of you church folk Christians, not kingdom, will get mad at me right now. You won't ever come back. And that's fine. It doesn't matter to me. Because we're not talking about your preference. We're talking about your power. And the only time you can have ministry is in the middle of messy things. There is no ministry in heaven. Y'all out here tripping. The hell God need ministry for? No. See,
that's why he put us down here where he threw the enemy, he threw him down. He got thrown out. He had a seat in heaven. He got thrown out. And then God said, let me tell y'all something. Y'all take care of what you need to take care of. I'm going to tell you that you got power, love, and a sound mind. I'm just saying. Don't have no fear. I can't give you that spirit. I'm just saying.
Jerome, I know they don't like me saying it, but ministry is done in between messy people. No messy people, no ministry. No cancer, no ministry. No problems, no ministry. Heaven don't need ministers.
Because
no problems in heaven. Ain't no problems in heaven.
Ain't no so without the bad, you don't need the good. And y'all out here living bad lives. It's time to get some good money. Because right now, you out here doing ministry just as sick as the people you ministering to. That ain't ministry. That ain't ministry. That's not ministry. Nobody would have ever listened to Jesus ever if Jesus couldn't feed them. And let me just talk to black folk just for a second. Excuse me, y'all. Let me just, all y'all move to the side just real quick. Let me talk to my black folk real quick. You know doggone well, our people gotta see some stuff to believe it. That's the problem with me. I'm so real. I have on a $25,000 necklace and $2 jeans, and then never wear the necklace again. And then people will look at me and go, whatever, he ain't nobody. That's my problem. I don't monkey shine on y'all enough. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I don't have a majority black audience. You black folk want me to look like what's in my bank account. You praise Bill Gates for not having on a Gucci belt, but condemn me for not having one. Yep. All right, everybody else can come back in the conversation now. You can come back in the conversation. Come on, this is everybody's conversation now.
I just want to say that's a lot of toes. Just say.
What you say, Diwali?
I said, no, we don't. Not this group of black folk.
Well, I know, yeah.
No, you can wear, Antonio, you can wear a Dickie belt out of Walmart. I'm just fine with that.
I'm just fine with that. Just fine with that. That's what Ken was saying earlier. You can't see what's coming out of my mouth because you want to look at the dreads or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And who cares? Because dreads to an African person is no different than a beard on an Indian person from India. It's no difference. But you got your own perception, so I ain't got no problem with that. Do you? But hear me well. I'm doing it. If this is to that, then that is to this. You hear me? That's what I'm doing. If this is to that, if there can't be no ministry in perfection, then there can also be no ministry when you sick. And y'all have been bamboozled to think in your sickness, there is your best ministry. That is true, but not all. Because you can't be sick enough to help sick people. And you need some money. If every day you got to ask me for $20, I can't hear how good your God is. And some of y'all right now, you're singing in the choir, 12-inch heels. Your heels worth more than your whole bank account. Your Air Force Ones, man, worth more than your bank account. And you still got the nerve to think God's gonna fix your finances. Nope, that's your job. And they don't like when I say it. And it ain't like I'm gonna stop. Ask Jerome. I'm not gonna lighten up. I've been doing this for years. I ain't changed none. The more money I get, the more confident I get. It ain't going nowhere. But I tell you what, and we all know this to be true, you've been here long enough. I've been in business a long time, on camera, every day. And the folk that y'all trying to use to replace whoever, they out of business already. Famous and non-famous. We keep getting better. And the folk that you was comparing me to ain't even in business no more. It ain't about me. This is about you. Because when this call disconnects, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure we do all things tech because I know my man Anthony ready for it. You hear me? I know
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm going to make sure we're going to do that there because I know he's ready for it. He ready. We're going to do it.
Looking at the clock saying now, get ready. He get ready to run into my time now. What the heck going on here?
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So I know my man ready for it. We're going to do that there. After that, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to learn about artificial intelligence and robotics engineering. And I'm not going to tell nobody. I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm not going to get no props. I'm going to be bored as hell. I'm going to be tired. And I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to do it again tomorrow. And then I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'm going to take my little certification by Friday. And I'm going to do it again tomorrow. And I'm going to do it again tomorrow. And then sometime 22 weeks from now, a year from now, I'm going to have 11 certifications in artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, all in the same category. And then they gonna say he got lucky. Nope. What I did was I gave to y'all, and in the secrecy of my own closet. Adrian, can I push it, Adrian? If she say yeah, y'all about to get it. If she say yeah, y'all about to get it.
You better go ahead now. You better go ahead.
Okay. Be not like the Pharisees in the corner of the street, praying to men. They have their reward. But thou, when thou prayest, go into thy Father.
Watch it,
pray to thy Father within secrets, and thy Father who seeth in secrets shall reward thee openly. Listen, you can heathen me all day long. I can quote the Quran. I can quote the Bible. I can quote the Torah. I can do this all day long. Why? Because in the secrecy of my closet, I work on my craft. The same competitive spirit Michael Jordan had on the basketball court. Michael Jordan is the greatest alpha male in basketball sports history. And I guarantee you, you put that on business, there you find Antonio. I got the same Michael Jordan spirit. We going for the ship. The same energy, ego he had. I just ain't dribbling no ball. But after this call, tired, headache, hungry, I'm going to work on my craft. I'm going to do artificial intelligence. I'm going to do robotics. I called my boys yesterday. They start school May 23rd. They bringing their mama with them. They're bringing their little sister. Little sister 4 years old. Guess what she learning? Robotics. She don't even know how to read. Artificial intelligence. Don't even know how to read. Why? Because in secret, that's what we win. Because I don't expect God to bless me with artificial intelligence technology. I got to go get that, Jerome. No matter how many times I learn these scriptures, God is not going to say, you know what? Here's something you didn't learn. You can have it. Here's something you didn't earn. You can have it. Nope. Here's what I know. I know God loves what I love. Since I love artificial intelligence and algorithms and all that stuff, God loves it too. So this, Jerome, I know God gonna find a way to have church all in my computer programming. Yeah. If I know a goon get what I just said. I know a goon get what I just said. Anything I'm doing gonna be used.
Everything, not anything. Everything.
That's right.
Everything gonna be used. So you gotta work on this financial stuff. You can't say, oh, God, come bless me. God said, man, I sure want to, but you just like that dude with the one talent. He said, ooh, I knew you was hard. That's what the text say. And I know you reap where you don't sow, master. So I ain't do nothing with what you gave me. That response was real cold. You fool. And this is the scary part, Adrian. Take from him what I gave from it. Take more. That's what's happening to y'all right now. What's happening to y'all right now. I don't care. You can believe, you can be Nigerian, you can be Ghanaian, you can be French. I don't care what you are. Don't use it. Universe gonna take it. You ain't gonna work on these finances, universe gonna take it. You ain't read Rich Man in Babylon like I told you, universe gonna take it. You ain't working on your craft, universe gonna take it. You got a whole podcast, don't record, universe gonna take it. I get paid $1,000 an episode. I can retire from my podcast alone. And I keep telling everybody for 5, 6, 7, 12 years now. I've been doing podcasts since 2012, and I've been screaming since 2012. That's 10 years. Do a podcast, monetize it. And the same folk ain't did it yet. At this point, if I don't see 1 million downloads in a certain time, I feel slighted. I say things like, I got to do better. What do? I don't complain. I go back and I work on my damn craft.
See, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. See, you went somewhere because you're here. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I'm thinking maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I'm not posting it the right way. Because they're not seeing it, or I don't think that they see it, or it's weird. I don't know. I'm working on the craft, but then it's like, but you want to move. Because if you don't move, you haven't, it's like you're still telling the universe that you still need to be working. So
that's the original point. Take yourself out your money. Let your money move. Adrian Wright, man. Let me wrap this up, man. We do all things tech. Listen, man. Listen. I'm not right, but check my heart. I get you with that every time. You know what I'm saying? Every time. If you think you right, check your harvest. If your harvest look like Monica's, damn it, you right. But 5 houses, well over 6. Monica is uncomfortable when her bank account hit less than $200,000. Monica, am I lying? She's uncomfortable. If her account hit less than $200,000, she is uncomfortable. She panicked. She wouldn't even know what to do if she didn't have rent houses. She panicked. She's created a harvest to where she's worth well over $1 million.
Antonio, you told us 5 to 6 streams of income. What we do sometimes is we grab hold of one thing, and that's what we focus in on. And we don't open ourselves up to options and other streams of income. And if we do that, then guess what? The ones that's working, great, fantastic. Work on the ones that's not. You still got it coming in, and expand on what you have. Don't restrict yourself to that 1 or 2. It's got to be more than. And you taught me that, Antonio. And that's why I'm in a position right now. I was telling my wife yesterday, I said, baby, if this thing work out the way that I got it set up, it's going to be between 12 to 20 streams of income. And I'm sitting there going, I said to myself, how did that happen? Listening to you with your crazy self. Come on, man.
Crazy. Crazy. And crazy folk getting to the top 1%. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Like, real man, listen, man, this I ain't bragging about that. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you that the people that y'all love with the best characters, that clean toilets, that take care of their kids, they broke. And they not wrong. And they not being wrong. I'm telling you, being the best person in the world means nothing if you ain't mastered money. Who better than Damali and Sam? Find me 2 people with more character than them. That's why they working on their craft and they working on their money, and together as husband and wife setting apartment goals, not to live in, but to own. Because at some point you got to stop saying, man, listen, let me stop being nice and start being nice and rich too. At some point you got to do that. These things are mutually exclusive. And you don't have to like what I'm saying, but check your harvest. It's Monica's a millionaire. This like outside, like, you know what I'm saying, talking about Deanna and Grace, Anthony, Ken. Check their harvest. They good. And they still here. That means they always trying to get better.
Yes. You gonna drop something, I'm gonna run with it, brother. That's it. And I take notes. I'm about to offer a note-taking service here. Because everybody don't take notes. I might have to monetize these notes.
That's it. $10 a note. $10. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I'm telling you, this man taking notes. Like right now at 10:30, because we're gonna do that 10:30. We're gonna go early. I'm gonna be right on here. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna show the results of the page that we was just doing, and I'm gonna build another one right in front of me. I'm gonna answer all the questions for everybody who owns. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? And his deal. He gonna get it. He gonna run with it. You know, go run with it. Why?
Wait, you gonna do your page, the other page?
That's what I did last week.
You're telling all the secrets, Antonio.
Make sure you go over
telling all the secrets.
The sharing part, because like I said, I'm not sure if I'm sharing them correctly and making sure that they are like what's it called, distributed. That's the word that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
The distribution.
Yeah, you're right.
And making sure and how you got to pull it up and make sure that it's on something else to make sure, like that's what I want to make sure that I'm distributing them the right way. If that's what y'all that's what y'all be talking about.
We will.
Go on talking. Go on talking.
Yeah, we will. If you ask a question, we sure will. That's the best class at ATS because it's a bunch of doers.
It's the best class that you have. It's the best class that you have.
Best class,
without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's past the money. It's past the money making class in my eyes.
For real. The validation is there. You know what I'm saying? That's why we telling you what it is. And I'm telling you that God ain't gonna help you with your website. That's your job. See. Here's I'm gonna just say a couple things that I made it. God ain't gonna help you with your distribution. That's your job. When you get into distribution, when you get in the website, now God can help you. But if you don't get in it, you don't work on it, it ain't gonna work.
I have a question.
Y'all trying, come on. You ain't bothered me. I can't get to work.
And that you do, and you do it well. Moses, I said, I know who I'm talking to. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
When you started this back on this site right here, not through, I can't remember the name of this that we have to come through now, not going through the regular Zoom. You said that you were going to do the part where you can get what's being said. Is it transcripts of what's being said where you can copy it? Right. Where do I find that at? Because when I go up, there's some things that I'm working on. I'm working on a craft that I need to craft up to get it in front of some people. But
okay, this is what you do.
Okay.
Can I give you $1 million idea?
Yes, by all means.
All right, this I want you to do. I want you to encourage everybody to start posting in the chat. Everything I say, just tell them, say, y'all take good notes. Let's for the people that's gonna come behind us or something like that, right? You just put the Lord on it. You know what I'm saying? Tell everybody take good notes in the chat. Then this is what I want you to do. Then I want you to go to YouTube as well when I stream on YouTube, and then go get them notes too, because Deanna and Grace take good notes. You hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Go take them. You got the chat and you got them good notes.
Okay.
Then what I want you to do is, I want you to get that link. I want you to save that link on some piece of paper in one of your note apps. You're gonna take the title. You're gonna take the notes. You're gonna take the chat. You're gonna take the link. I want you to go to Fiverr.com. So go to
Bible.
No, Fiverr. Fiv 2 V's ER, whatever it is. Whatever it is, get close enough, it'll fix it for you. You know what I'm saying? They bought a few domains. Yeah, Fiverr is what Deanna just put. You go to Ibrahim. Then what you do? You're gonna take that link that you didn't do, take them notes you didn't take them chats you didn't do, and you're gonna write a book for every single video I do, and have somebody else write it.
Myself. Oh my God. Done deal.
I'm charging to get some of my notes. There's a tariff for my notes.
It should be. It should be. You feel me? It should be. How is that not $1 million idea? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that not? You are here.
Did you write that down? Prophet Jerry? Hello. Come on now.
Somebody, you welcome. That's what I only said it because you asked. You asked. Just man. Let me. All right, here's the deal. I want you all to know from the bottom of my heart, as much energy as I can give to you, open up your head, pour this information down your head. God is not coming to save you. God is trusting you to work with God on your saving. That's in the beginning of all your sacred texts. They actually have a Greek word for it, EIKON, transliterated, Transliterate just means you take the sounds of the words and you translate them. Akon, it means to rule with God. Can you see it, Jerome? Genesis chapter 1. God says, man, I made all this. I should make a guy. Oop, just made me a guy. All right. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should let that guy have a woman. Make me a woman. And God steps back and says, it is good all the time. The only time God didn't say it was good is when man was alone. Low tove. Can you see it? Can you see it, Renee? And then check this out. And God says, this is what we're going to do. You going to till the land. You're going to name all the animals. You're going to do everything. There's a word in there. You're going to have dominion over, Jerome, is that another? You're going to have dominion. Now, how can you have a dominion if you don't have a domain? See, these are kingly words. You're not hearing me. Only kings and queens have domains. And if you can't have a dominion if you don't have a domain. And the whole time, Jerome, God says, you know what we're going to do, Jerome? We're going to invent you to work with us. Let us create man. God ain't coming here to save you. God said, let's do this together. That's your Bible. Shame on you for putting all that trust in God and not trusting yourself. I said what I said. I said what I said. Every time you go through something, say, God, get me out of it. And God say, well, I would, but I'm actually trusting you to get out of it. See, if I was Joel Osteen, you'd like this here. If God ain't got you out your situation yet, Arshia, God is saying, I'm keeping you in it so you can work with me to ascend past it. Stop playing with your money. If your money is messed up, you right where you're supposed to be. Catch the lessons. Catch the lessons. Because God ain't coming here to take you out of it. That's your doggone problem. You want to be spirits floating off in heaven, and ain't nothing in your sacred text say that. You get a new body. This is not about escaping earth. You're supposed to be heaven on earth.
You got in it, work yourself out of it.
That's it. Jesus, teach us how to pray. Well, the first thing you do, you say, our Father, hallowed be thy name. And then what else we going to do, Jesus? What? Tell them, listen, your kingdom going to come. Where at? On earth. Not take us from earth. Bring your power to earth and give it to us. Rome, I can't see why I'm adding to your text. You need somebody to just get in your face and tell you.
Come on now.
Come on. You need somebody to get in your face and tell you stop playing with God like that. Y'all got God as a prostitute. You want God to fulfill your pleasure when you want it. You don't even talk to God unless something wrong. You pleading the blood over your finances. Never, ever, ever when you got your money do you say thank you. Don't get mad at me when I get up here and tell you the truth. And the truth is, God ain't coming to save you. This is a we thing. This is a you and God thing. Now tell me where, Arshia, have I said God ain't real? I ain't said.
You speaking, keep going.
Well,
Bishop, you said something. I'm half asleep, but you said something. We plead the blood over our money and thinking that it's going to come when we don't do nothing with it. or we don't do the right things.
That's right. Don't do the right thing.
Don't do the right things with it. God provided. If He provided through the VA, the government, or wherever, God provided it. But what we do, we eat it up, and then we plead the blood for more money when we ate up what we had.
And don't even when you got your $33,000, God, I got it from here. I got $33,000. I'm cold. I got it from here. As soon as that 33 turned to 3, ooh, Lord help me.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
I have mercy.
Old folks say if you throw a rock in the crowd, one holler got hit.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm telling y'all, man, listen. Anthony Lucas, his father, sleeps with his ancestors. Anthony, every chance he gets, say how good his daddy was. You
Yes.
gotta hear me.
Yes. I say how good he was and how smart he was. And I was paying attention to him. And I wish he was still here. So besides you, I could even have more money.
And that is a man who walked with God and left an inheritance.
Can I say something in this
man
space?
done left a legacy, Antonio. It's more than inheritance.
Come on, man.
It done
That's how
flowed
you
down.
supposed
It
to
done
live
flowed
your life.
down a couple generations. I'm telling you.
I hear that. That's somebody say, God, we in this together. Go ahead, Sandy, because this is a good place. This is a good place.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Come on.
When I talk about sins of the parents, and I don't know how many people have seen the movie Beowulf.
Oh, good movie.
Oh my God.
Read the book too, because you got to.
Yes, you had to do it for school. But it makes so much sense to me. Movies jump out because they have to print on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
When I say that one of the amazing words or sentences of the Bible which sticks with me is that of look how you have treated my prophets that I sent you. You didn't listen to them. You didn't do what they said for you to do. And you speak good, just like the Pharisees and Sadducees. Don't be like them. You know, praying so that you could be seen and all this other stuff. It's amazing to see and hear what God does when you move with progression. Still movement is not moving.
No.
Moving with progression, getting something done. And I said what I said to my daughter because I know her pain. I know the anguish. I'm watching it. And to see the anguish of her is to know that the spirit of the Most High God, who created us as little gods to imitate him, that we may be the likeness of the Son, that he gave his death to us because of him living and walking before us as an example to be that which he was. And that is to be more like what was brought out yesterday. In order to do more, you have to be able to listen, learn, and move forward in progression. Right. I just wanted to say that.
Now I appreciate you. Listen, I'm a somebody gotta get in your face and tell y'all, be like Anthony, Daddy. But I don't like it. Well, then you're not gonna have people talking about you when you're long and gone. Do you understand how spiritual you have to be that when you gone, your money is still blessing your descendants? Y'all got the definition of spiritual all wrong. Spiritual ain't about getting no damn goosebumps, lighting some incense, getting happy when your choir member sing your favorite song. That's temporary. Did you leave something that made people's life better?
Antonio, it done rained down to his great-grand, all right?
That's 3 generations.
I just did what I was told to do, and it rained down to his great-grand. It's incredible.
Oh, no, that's 4 generations. You said great-grand. That's 4 generations. That's crazy, y'all. Money ain't supposed to last 3 generations. Somebody was supposed to mess it up by then. First generation worked hard for it. Second one benefited.
I was in charge, and he said, Anthony, don't fuck this money up. He told me that. He told me, don't you fuck this money up. And I said, yes, Daddy.
Don't you do it. That sound like the word got me. Don't you do it. Real talk. I got 4 minutes left. Hear me well. Do not keep using God as a reason for your finances to be the way they are. You owe it to the God you serve. I'm only saying God because that's what y'all do, right? If I was somewhere else, I'd say something different. Stop using. You owe it to your church to actually be the church in your finances. Your pastor, every morning your pastor get up and preach. Your pastor die a little bit. Oh, see? Let me tell you something. I ain't never seen a preacher, the imam, and anybody get up and not die a little bit. Y'all expect every Sunday or Saturday for them to get up and be happy. How? They go through hell through the week just like you. And you owe it to their sacrifice to let them words get up in you. I'm just rich enough and crazy enough to tell you. What you gonna do? Take your money? I won't even notice it. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Tell you this though. You can sure preach the gospel a whole lot better if you ain't got to be catering to people because they signing you a check. Because I'm gonna give you the truth. Unadulterated, unaltered. You ain't getting nothing but truth here. Truth is, you too damn good to have bad money like that. Ain't nobody here got bad character. And Adrian, you done been through too damn much. At this point, you are owed money just from what you've been through. Help me, somebody. So go on, man. Go on out there and do it.
But when you it's too late to be falling on swords and stuff. You know what I mean? I have to check a lot of things in my life because I see things, and because I see the things, I might speak on the things. So I'm a person, I will cuss you out. So like you said, I'm gonna sow that seed and I'm reaping that. But But
one day you're gonna walk out.
One day. And I was gonna say
everything I've seen you do in ATS, watch it cut on and never cut off again.
Well, when it do, wait a minute, hold on.
And it will.
I want to shout with you. I'm scared. And the reason why I'm scared, there's not a fear in it, but I'm scared because, like I said,
I get it.
I like to know what I'm doing. Yeah. If I don't know what I'm doing, I feel like I'm walking and I'm blind. I have hit walls. I don't have no problem hitting them, obviously. But you know what I mean? So
that's
I know one thing, when I do it though, you better just to know that the ATS is coming right with me. Antonio T. Smith Jr. got to be, because at the end of the day, there was no place for the goon.
Come on, man.
They used to think that I was crazy because I spoke to everybody. That's why I loved you so much, remember? Because I said, "Ooh,
yeah, I remember.
You got a conversation for everybody."
Everybody.
It's as crazy as I used to think that I was. God brought me to you, and then I heard it, and I said, "Oh no, those other people is crazy. Y'all need to pay attention."
Yeah, that's facts. They
You're
crazy.
right. They
Trying to
crazy.
make you know.
Right. And y'all need to make it. Do you understand? Do you understand? Don't make me normal, because it's not going to happen in normal. It's going to happen in crazy. And that's how he's going to get his glory. So I just want to say that. But what time is this class coming up?
Right now. I'm hanging up right now.
Oh God. All right.
All right, y'all. We will catch you on this next call. It's already out there in Discord. And I'm grateful. Going on out there. Make some doggone money. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the next